Hello, I'm Jake Goldberg. I'm going to be going over the meshing and setup of the geometry.
I'm Kenneth Behar, and going over the setup after the meshing and then going over the solutions.
All right. So first, what you're going to do in Workbench is you're going to go to Fluid Flow, Fluent, double click on it, and you'll see a new window pop up. What you're going to do is right click on Geometry, go to New Space, Claim Geometry. Wait for it to open up. Okay. Now it's opened up. You're going to go down here and click on that. Make sure on the X and Y plane. And then look at that plane. And then you're going to click on line. You're going to create a point, and you're going to make it 300 millimeters long. And then you're going to make it 1 millimeter high. Zoom in on that. And then bring it back here, 90 degrees. Do 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter. And for the wall size, we're going to just do make sure it's 45 degrees. We'll do 150 millimeters. And then we'll do another 150 millimeters. And at 135 degrees. And then we're going to create the boundary box. You make it as long as you want. The arbitrary value, delete these two reference lines that I use. And then click End Sketch Editing. You're gonna wait, you're gonna zoom in, make sure that the profile is not included inside of this. All right, then minimize that. You're gonna go in here and you're gonna click on Update, let it update. Over here, I'm gonna click on Edit, right click on Mesh and go to Edit. Let it load. Okay, now it's loaded. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Mesh. We're gonna select. We're gonna do Insert Method. We're gonna select this geometry right here. Click Apply. And then we're gonna insert another edge sizing method. And we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna select the edges. So I can catch it. All for the inside edges. So we can get correct sizing. All right, and then apply. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make these 1 millimeter. So 0.001 meters. And then the mesh, we're gonna go to element size 0.01 meters. And then we're gonna do generate. So let it do its thing. All right, it's mesh, looks good. All right, let's see how many elements we have to make sure. All right. So it looks good. And what we're gonna do is gonna make name selections. Gonna click on the edge on the left, and we're gonna name that inlet. We're gonna click on the edge on the right and name that outlet. Click end and click name the outlet. And then the top one we're gonna name wall top. And then on the bottom we're gonna name that wall bottom. All right. Make sure they're all there. All right. Generate again, so updates, and then we're gonna close it. We're gonna go to setup. And we're going to update. All right, and then we're gonna open up setup. Do double precision, and then for solver processor, click start.
So after it takes a second to load. Take a second to start up. And load a few more things. And then as soon as it's done, we can get into the actual stuff. Okay, good. So in models, I'm gonna go to viscous, and make it K epsilon. And do the enhanced wall treatment and add enhanced wall treatment options. So that way we get more data towards the actual wall. Then we're good there. On to here, we're gonna go to fluids, to our material air. I'm gonna modify these a little bit to idealize them. So the 1.2 kilogram per meter cubed for the density, and 1.8 times 10 to the -5 kilograms per meter second for the viscosity. There we go. For our boundary conditions also, at the inlet. Going to change the inlet to having a velocity of 15 meters per second. And then we can go over to our reference values, check them from the inlet. Everything's looking pretty good. Go to here, check how many iterations we have. Going to put it at 100. And then after that, we can initialize and calculate it. Take a second to prep it and then actually go through it. Awesome. From there, we can go over to here and go to the results. Awesome. So we have our, let's add some more contours, 200 contours. And do it at symmetry 2. I'm going to have a bit of high pressure at where most of the air is contacting it, right at the leading edge. I'm going to have a lot less pressure all throughout the rest of the body. If we want to show the velocity contour, we can change this to velocity, and we can add some velocity vectors. Same symmetry, velocity, apply. And it looks a little bit messy. but we can see how the velocity flows all around here, having this amount of contact on it, and a little bit of a wake region on the side, and also at the edge, especially at the edge. And then that is it.